as I begin to speak after hearing the moving tributes to René Cassin and Raphael Lemkin, I'm reminded of the words of the cantor on Yom Kippur. Hineni ha'ani mimas. I am inadequate in word and in deed, for I have neither the knowledge or wisdom of the scholar, nor the experience of the survivor. I only know what my parents taught me as a young man, the profundity and pain of which I began to understand only years later, that there are things in Jewish history, in human history, that are too terrible to be believed, but they're not too terrible to have happened. Oswiecim, Majdanek, Dachau, Treblinka, these are beyond vocabulary. Words may ease the pain somewhat, but they may also dwarf the tragedy. Indeed, the Holocaust was uniquely evil in its genocidal singularity, where biology was inescapably destiny, a war against the Jews in which my Rebbe Eli Wiesel reminds us, a war against the Jews in which not all victims were Jews, but all Jews were victims. Indeed, we meet this evening at an important moment of remembrance and reminder, of bearing witness, and indeed of public warning. In the aftermath of the 60th anniversary of the Genocide Convention, spoken of sometimes as the Never Again Convention, but which has tragically been violated again and again. On the occasion of the 15th anniversary of the unspeakable genocide in Rwanda, unspeakable because this genocide was preventable, where 1 million Rwandans, mostly ethnic Tutsis, were murdered in less than 100 days. And on the 6th anniversary of the genocide by attrition in Darfur. It is astonishing. One cannot really almost describe the pain. It is astonishing that the crime whose name we should even shudder to mention, namely genocide, that we should be entering upon a genocide in the 21st century, 60 years after the Genocide Convention, and in the 6th year of that genocide. And I'm reminded of the words spoken to me today by Jibril Hamed, survivor of the Rwandan genocide, when he said today, this afternoon in a meeting, I appeal to you, I beg of you, remind the people this evening, remind them not to forget us, not to forget us. And I remember those words, they resonate for me from other killing fields, let alone the Shoah. Not to forget us, because as you meet this evening, people are dying in Darfur. And so on this anniversary of anniversaries, we must ask ourselves two questions. What have we learned? Qu'est-ce que nous avons appris? And what must we do? Qu'est-ce que nous devons faire? The first lesson is the importance of Zachor, of remembrance itself. For as we remember the 6 million Jewish victims of the Shoah, defamed, demonized, and dehumanized as prologue and justification for their genocide, for their murder, we have to understand that the mass murder of 6 million Jews, 1.5 million children amongst them, and millions of non-Jews is not a matter of abstract statistics. For as we say on Yom HaShoah, wherever we commemorate it in whatever part of the world, that unto each person there is a name. Unto each person there is an identity. Each person is a universe. As our sages tell us, Hametzil Adam Echad Kilu Hitzil Olam Kulo. If you save a single person, it is as if you have saved an entire universe. But if you kill a single person, it is as if you have killed an entire universe. And so the abiding imperative that we are each, wherever we are, the guarantors of each other's destiny. Kol Yisrael Arevim Zel Hazeh. The second enduring lesson of the Holocaust is that the genocide of European Jewry succeeded not only because of the machinery of death and the technology of terror, but because of the state-sanctioned ideology of hate. It was this teaching of contempt, this demonizing of the other. This is where it all began, as the Supreme Court of Canada recognized, and I quote, "The Holocaust did not begin in the gas chambers. It began with words," said the court. "These are the chilling facts of history. These are the catastrophic effects of racism." And we are witnessing yet again a state-sanctioned incitement to hate and genocide whose epicenter is Ahmadinejad's Iran. And I distinguish between Ahmadinejad's Iran and the people and publics of Iran, who are otherwise themselves the objects of mass targeted domestic repression. But what we are witnessing in Ahmadinejad's Iran is the advocacy of the most horrific of crimes, namely genocide, embedded in the most virulent of hatreds, namely anti-Semitism, dramatized by the parading in the streets of Tehran, put up on billboards everywhere, and draped in the emblem of a Shihab 3 missile, the words which you've read and know about, "Wipe Israel off the map," but perhaps not the 4 words which often accompany it. As the Imam says, that this is a religiously sanctioned incitement to genocide.